Hello all, this is Dr. Dheeraj Masapu, and in this video I'm going to tell you the reality behind how to become truly successful. And there are many quick ways to become successful as a doctor, but all those things will beat you down in a longer run. But the best way is what I'm going to tell you today. Before starting the presentation, I would like to tell you two stories of two different doctors. So the first story is Dr. Rajesh. Okay, he's a young and ambitious doctor. He just rose to prominence in just 3 years, okay? Leveraging aggressive marketing, strong social media presence, and he has become the household name in that particular locality, okay? And then looking at this, patient started pouring in, and his income increased like anything. So he quickly adapted to a very luxurious lifestyle, high-end cars, and then overseas vacations and all that. But since the foundation is not good, the way he built the platform is not solid, the cracks started appearing, okay? Then what happened is reputation started to decline, okay? Within few years the patient base decreased significantly, okay? And then what happened is, since he inflated the lifestyle and now his income has come down, he struggled to maintain the lifestyle and finally went into depression. Okay, depression. So I'll tell you another story. There is Dr. Samir, and he took a different path. Okay, after completing his medical training, he lived very modestly, focusing on improving his clinical skills and acumen, and then he built genuine relationships with the patients. And then he, for years and years, he worked diligently, and then he went an extra mile to ensure patient satisfaction. So, and organically his efforts paid off, and then over a period of time, with word of mouth referral system, his reputation improved. And today Samir is a leading figure in his specialty in India, and he is very financially stable, and he invested every penny that he earned in the initial part of career by living modestly and not inflating the lifestyle. And then even that has grown significantly by compounding returns, and even now he lives modestly and he saves all the money. So his story is an example of how patience and persistence wins over a long run. Okay, so these are the two stories. After listening to these two stories, so what do you feel in your mind? Okay, so the most important thing that you need to understand is financial discipline and then organic success. These two are the backbones behind the successful career of a doctor. Okay, in my previous video, I actually stressed upon few elements of this. Here, I would want to go little detail about how to actually invest your money, and when you are actually earning less in the initial part of the career, and that actually is real money. I'll tell you why. Because the money that you earn in the first 10 years of your career is the real money, because that is the money which will compound. Okay, so what I did in this particular video is, for example, if you're earning 2 lakhs per month, which a doctor, if he's working really hard after his career, immediately after MD, can earn, okay, around 1 lakh. Also some departments, some specialties earn, but there are ways. If you can do some extra work, if you put in hard work, you can earn 2 lakh rupees. It's not a very big deal, you can earn. Okay, now I'll tell you how to invest the 2 lakhs in the first 10 years. After that, I'll tell you how to grow in your career. Okay, first let me finish this part. So first, the most important thing is you have to understand that there is something called income tax. Okay, because many juniors won't know that income tax would be there. So you belong to a category called as 44 ADA if you are working in corporate hospitals. Okay, 44 ADA is income tax rule where you declare that 50% of your income is taxable to the income tax, and then actually you don't require a CA for that. You can only do on your own, but you can go to CA and tell him that 44 ADA is the rule which I want. And then, so according to 44 ADA rule, what happens is, for example, if you're earning 2 lakhs in a month, then your total income is around 24 lakhs, right? In the 24 lakh rupees, in 44 ADA, 50% will be taken as an, taxable expense. So 12 lakhs would be taken as an income, and 12 lakhs is an expense. In that 12 lakhs, they would cut the income tax, and then if you calculate it would come to around 1,80,000 rupees per year. So in the 24 lakhs, they would remove that amount, and your net monthly salary would be around 1,85,000. So this post-tax. So for example, if you're earning 2 lakhs, you have to assume that you're earning only 1,85,000 after removal of the taxation from your thing. And then what I recommend is this 1,85,000. So in that 50%, you live luxuriously. Okay, you spend 50% of that. I mean, in that 1,85,000, 92,500 rupees you spend on rent and groceries, transportation, insurances, and all that you buy. Okay, go for vacations and all that. Okay, in the last video I told people to live with very less, but now I'm changing little. 50% you spend on all these things, and then another 30% you spend on lifestyle. You spend on entertainment, hobbies, travel, and all that. At least 20% you try to save. Okay, in that 20%, if you take in 2 lakhs, it would be around 37. Not in 2 lakhs, 1,85,000 to be precise. It is 37,000 rupees per month. So that is for your wealth building. Okay, so you have 37,000 rupees, right? In this 37,000 rupees, I would recommend you to diversify. Okay, the number one agent I would tell is mutual funds. In that, okay, index funds are the best. Nothing has beaten index in the last 2-3 decades. Okay, simple index funds. Go to any bank, go to index fund. The expense ratio is very minimal, so go to index funds and put money there. And I recommend putting a certain fraction of this 20,000 per month. You put in index funds out of this 37,000. Okay, and then after that I'll show you in 10 years how much that would become, in 20 years how much that would become, 30 years how much this is going to become. You'll be shocked to see all these things. And 5,000 you put in gold ETFs. Okay, there's so many ETFs for all the banks. 5,000 you put in these things, and 3,000 you put in crypto, going through any platform which is acceptable in India. Okay, there are certain platforms I don't want to recommend because it will become a conflict of interest, but so many platforms are there. But 3,000 rupees you put in crypto. And real estate, REITs, there are certain platforms. If you click on this Google, so many platforms will open. 2,000 rupees per month you put there, and 7,000 rupees you put as an emergency fund in liquid funds. Okay, every bank will have liquid funds where they put the money in cash. So even that gives you interest rate. 7,000 per month you can put in emergency fund. All this can be done in one demat account only, and but crypto and REITs might require another demat, separate platforms. But see, little bit of time and brain you have to invest, okay, in understanding all these things. And I don't want to put links for all these things in description since mine is not a financial channel. Okay, if you invest in the way which I told today, okay, today, this simple 37,000 rupees, in 10 years, it will become 44 lakh rupees. In 10 years, you would have invested 44 lakh rupees, that will become 73 lakhs. Okay, the game starts now. The compound engine starts now. In 20 years, this amount would become 3 crores. In 30 years, it will become 22 crore rupees. So that is the power of the early money. So next, I would like to talk about the role of social media in marketing. So this is a very controversial subject, and then many young doctors actually ask me even now. They think I'm a YouTuber, and then they will tell how to actually grow our YouTube content, like how you're doing. So what I tell them is, say, if your agenda is to market yourself in social media, then NMC is strictly against it. Listen carefully. Many people are actually asking me this. See, NMC is not allowing you to market through social media, through any platform, not only YouTube, through any platform. So what I recommend is not to actually use social media too much for marketing. And then some are like, that hospital is doing, this hospital is doing, they are doing, these guys are doing, so many. See, all those are doing because they're not read the guidelines, I think so, mostly. So patient testimonials are like strictly not allowed. And you cannot tell that you are the best hospital, you have that equipment and all that in social media. You can only do educational videos. Okay, if you want to educate about food, health and hygiene, I think 3 areas they are given. So these 3 areas, if you want to educate people, you can educate. Okay, they specifically mention the areas also where you can educate the people, not every area. So that's about the NMC, and even I don't actually recommend social media to market yourselves. What I really feel is you have to go organically. Okay, I'll tell you now what organic growth actually looks like. So the long term, if you want to build your CV, then the best way is to do advanced certifications. Like if you're a physician, go for MRCP. You're a surgeon, go for FRCS, fellowships. If you're an anesthetist, go for EDAC or Irish degree. If you're a pediatrician, go for MRCP-CH. Okay, and for orthopedics, every area there are degrees available, right? Go for them. Okay, and that wouldn't, that gives, one, it gives a lot of clarity in the subject and thought process, and then second, It's like you're certified by an international authority. Even if you plan to go to some country, that is actually very valuable. Okay, in UK you directly get the GMC. In Australia and New Zealand also you're valued more than others. Even if you got plan to go to Middle East, it is very much accepted. You can't practice that in India with only that degree. You need a proper MD, DNB degree, but that adds a lot of value. Second, academic and research papers. Publish a lot of research, plan prospective studies, retrospective studies, and then case reports, case series. These are 4 main varieties. You can actually do publications like you read an article in a journal. If you feel that there is some flaw in that, okay, it's not, nothing is perfect in the world. You can actually write a letter to the editor saying that I feel this journal is having this flaw. They should have done this. They should have done that. Even that will be accepted as a publication in good journals. That can be done. Okay, for that you need some experience, but you can actually discuss with your seniors and tell them that this is what I'm thinking. If they really feel that that article should have done that, then that can be published. That's called letter to editor. There are different ways of publishing papers. And the next is attending conferences and presenting, attending workshops. You attend maximum number of workshops and then attend maximum number of conferences as speaker. Not only attending the conference. Attending the conference is best. Go as a speaker. Okay, if nobody is inviting you, then what you do is you actually submit a poster or something. Then it might get selected for a podium, and then you present there so that you learn public speaking. And if for the sake of publishing, you'll do some study, and that will become a research paper in future. Got it. So next important thing is, see, I'm not telling you to advertise your skills in online platforms. But if you have any academic achievements, you can put in LinkedIn. For example, if you've gone as a speaker somewhere, if you have published something, then you can build your LinkedIn profile. That actually helps not for getting the patients. If somebody wants to recruit you, they can see that they understand what your actual skills are. Okay, so I urge all of you to open LinkedIn profiles, and then please if you want to check out my LinkedIn profile, you can see I maintain it beautifully, and then I update every conference I attend, every publication I do, and I have done around 30 plus publications till now, and so many, I think, conference presentations. So I stopped counting because there's so many, but I update it in LinkedIn so that in future, if I have to make a list of it, it'll be in CV, but the actual list would be in LinkedIn in the form of photos and everything. So this I would recommend you to do. Okay, and then so these are different ways by which you can actually build your CV. Next step is organically you have to grow if you're a clinician. So then the organic growth would happen over a period of time. There is a 10-year lag. I'm seeing in many clinicians, even they start practice, initially it will be less, but 5 to 7 years if they're very aggressive. If you're little okay, coolly, if you want to do 10 years, it will take. By 10 years, people whom you treated, if you give them the best satisfaction, they would get you more patients. But your focus should be on doing all these things, because nowadays, I usually, talk about SIT metros, right? In metros, what happens is when a patient is coming to you, they are seeing your certifications, they are seeing your research papers, they are seeing where you presented, they're going into your LinkedIn profile, your, everything, they're doing research before coming. So I think you can have your own website and a LinkedIn profile, which pops out when they search your name. And then if you have this kind of a profile, and you can attract such patients. So here I would not want to go into niching, micro niching, and all those things. But I always recommend everyone to work on one area. Okay, working on broader area would actually lead to dilution, I feel. So you have to concentratedly work on one area, and then people will brand you. Okay, you don't have to brand yourself. People only will brand you in that particular bucket, and all those people would come to you for service. Give the best service, okay, and give the best patient satisfaction, and then organically you would grow. So that is about this particular video. So success in medicine takes time, 7 to 10 years with consistent efforts. It's not easy. You have to put in a lot of hard work. Okay, and organic growth is most important thing, I feel. Clinical skills and patient satisfaction and trust is the most important thing. Financial discipline is very, very important in early years. I told you how to invest the money also in this video. Don't ask me later, and don't tell me that nobody told us. And social media and marketing strategies is a big no. According to NMC, it's risky in a longer run, and don't rely on these sources. Better build a strong CV and a personal and professional brand in one area, and people will automatically come to you if you give the best results and patient satisfaction. So the journey is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay, patience, persistence, and commitment is required, and only then you can achieve the success in medicine. So that's the video, guys. I'll tell you how tough it would be. If you come to this part of the video, I know you are my loyal subscriber and a fan. So while recording this video, I got 4 phone calls. Okay, that is how busy my life is. Okay, so I'm not telling it is a great thing, but still that is how your life would become if you are very passionate in one area, and if you want to give some results in one area, then if you want to give the best patient satisfaction, then that is how your life would be. With 4 phone calls, I spoke to all 4 of them. I stopped this video 4 times, and then after that I had to restart, and then I actually lost the flow of what I was talking, and then that's why you could see some breaks in this particular video. So every phone call is very important for me. So everything will be a decision which I have to take in some area. Okay, some will be personal, some will be professional, some will be critical patient decisions. So it's all about your dedication towards your work that will make you shine, not the crazy website design I made, that for social media, this thing I made, I use 4K camera for my, come on, nobody's going to see all that. Okay, in a longer run that wouldn't work out. So don't think that Dheeraj Masapu is an YouTuber and then he is building his, I'm not building my profile to attract patients. I'm just building my profile to educate you guys and coach you guys to become successful. That's it. Okay, thank you guys for following the video till the end, and hope we'll do more such videos. And thanks for the love and affection that you guys are showing for the videos which I'm making, and they're getting lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of views nowadays. And I'm also shocked looking at the number of views the videos are getting. Hope we can help more people in future with this particular channel. And thank you very much for following the video till the end. I mean this part of the video. Thank you.